Hi everyone. Right, okay, so first of all, they're words a son should never have to hear from his mother, and the words a son should probably never repeat, but I have to. So, we were Zooming the other day, me, Mum and Dad. She was going on about how she'd been watching BBC4 the other night, as per, for a little educational enlightenment. They were doing this virtual tour of the British Museum. They were in the Asian section, Sri Lankan to be specific, and they were focusing on this statue, looted obviously, called Tara. You can actually find a replica of the statue in the Sri Lankan National Museum. Anyway, it's this gilt bronze Buddhist statue dating from the 7th or 8th century. It's supposed to combine the spiritual and sensual and signal new beginnings. She's got this hourglass figure. It's voluptuous, and men loved her, and she was even banned for a while for being so goddamn erotic. Tara, that is, not her. Mum described how the camera panned down her gorgeous face to what were, in her own words, the most amazing boobs. Your dad turned to me and said they looked just like mine. And then something about her age. Anyway, she said, "You've got to look them up." Look them up, she insisted. Look them up to see a picture of my own mother's boobs. Naturally, I did exactly that. Don't remember Mum ever having a boob job though. Anyway, she started going on about how this statue stayed with her spiritually. She stayed with me, she said. She stayed with me. I couldn't stop thinking about her. I couldn't get her out of my head. She was in my dream all night. I dreamt about her. And when I woke up in the morning, she was beautiful, like an orchid. And when I woke up in the morning, your dad was in the other room. He was working already. And I woke up in the morning and I thought, what's this strange feeling? It's quite nice. And I had an orgasm. I had an orgasm, Tim. I didn't even touch myself. I had an orgasm. Dad was heaving, knowing where this was going. She was laughing. Dad was laughing. And I was disgusted. I wanted to slam my MacBook shut. The images were burning in my brain. But I didn't. I did not. I thought it didn't work down there anymore, she said. But this bloody statue, it's a piece of art, has revitalized me. It's given me a new lease of life. Sometimes, when you believe you've had something taken away from you, you believe you're never going to get it back. I suppose that's how the Sri Lankans feel. Anyway, she said, in her own words, I feel like a woman again. And that, everyone, is thanks to art. And so, I must follow my heart. I quit. I'm never doing these videos again. This is the last one. No more tutorials, no more reviews. I'm going to become a painter, and I will provide people with orgasms for millennia. Goodbye.
That's all we have time for today, folks. Join us next week. We'll be